If you are under 18, you should not look like this, or this.
Get the fuck out of here!
I'm gonna keep it real as hell with you, cause not gonna lie, this shit makes me want to break my leg. Let me let you in on something real quick. Have you ever seen a very young individual online that, you know, has been real good at something?
Out of the park!
Like either a skill or talent that an individual has that sparked the attention of the public world, whether that be a talent in sports, acting, painting, rapping, singing.
Suck a nigga dick. Suck a nigga dick. Woo!
Usually the most common reaction to a youngin doing something or perfecting something that you think an experienced adult would do would be something like, what? Ain't no way he's doing this at his age. Huh? He's only 17. Wow. He has more balls than a soccer coach at training. He has more balls than me, and I'm an adult.
Nigga.
This is the result of acknowledging and admiring a young individual for a talent that they possess. We are looking at that person like, wow, like this person has so much potential to become bigger than he or she already is. And I'm talking about like actual talent, by the way. Like none of that Ice Spice Bolonki or that sexy red buffoonery. Let's take Lamine Yamal for example, because I like football. Liverpool has better players than Barcelona and will always be better than Barcelona. But anyways, Spanish footballer Lamine Yamal has gained a lot of notoriety lately. Yamal is a forward for FC Barcelona and one of the most promising young talents in the world, dog. Like, he was born on July 13th, 2007. The man is only 17 years old. He's only 17 years old, but has already made a name for himself on the ball thanks to his talent, originality, and poise. Lamine Yamal is typically deployed as a winger, known for his dribbling, close control, and ability to take on defenders. Like, he plays predominantly on the right wing where he uses his left foot to cut inside and create goal-scoring opportunities, you know, drawing comparisons to legends like Messi. Like, imagine being compared to Messi at the age of 17, my nigga. That is wild. That gets me off my seat. It is good to recognize young people for their talents because that is what the appeal is. The talent of the person should be the appeal. The talent of the individual should be the appeal, not the person themselves. You know, when a young person under the age of 18 appeals to people due to the way they look, especially if you get people over the age of 40 feeding over physical characteristics to the point where they want that person to make an OnlyFans, that is where it becomes a problem.
They call the cops.
Like, I really don't want to seem or come off as a weirdo for making this video, so I'm going to explain myself in the most non-weird way possible, so I don't get people in the comment section talking about some, my leg, are you good? My leg is a weirdo, dog. My leg might be the diddler. No, I am the leg breaker, nigga. That is it. Shut up and listen, alright?
What the fuck wrong with you, bitch ass nigga?
Okay. Do y'all remember Danielle Bregoli or Bregoli, my fault? You know, the sped that got famous for being an absolute waste of sperm cells around her mom. You know, she gained a lot of popularity off of being a bellend, and people admired her for that. You know, she was the Catch Me Outside, how about that girl?
Catch me outside, how about...
Shut the fuck.
She was very famous, especially at a young age. Obviously, she got admired for being a straight buffoon. But she also got admired by some freaks for another reason. Now, let's take an example right here, right? Look at this screenshot I took from Danielle Bregoli's YouTube channel page. This is a catalog of a few of the thumbnails for her music videos that were made over 6 to 7 years ago from her. You can see how in a lot of these thumbnails, you know, by the looks of it, she looks very mature, right? You know, at least to me, she looks like she's around 20 to 22 years old in these thumbnails, right? Now, let's see how old Miss Bregoli is today. 21. Miss Bregoli is 21 years old today. So let's do a little bit of math real quick, right? If she's 21 years old today and these videos were made over 6 to 7 years ago, how old was she 6 to 7 years ago? No, I'm waiting. Oh, damn. I thought you was finna tell me, but I'm assuming you just don't want to leave the video to open the calculator app because you want to keep viewer retention. Aww, you're so sweet. Okay. You keep watching the video. I'll be the nice one, and I'll do the math for y'all, all right? So if we carry the 2, E equals MC squared, X the quadratic formula. She was 15 in these music videos, bruh. What the f? Why does she look so mature for her age? She look about grown as hell in these bruh. And this is the problem I have with a lot of these young female influencers. Young people that are within this age range should not be looking like that, bruh.
So sad. We live in the most retarded world.
And I don't know if it's because this shit is something that happens due to the people that they surround themselves by, and being famous as a young and around grown adults that are trying to manage a platform you can cause the youngest themselves to want to be more mature due to their environment. But I feel like that's no excuse to let a kid be a kid, dog. I understand that a lot of organizations and companies has a main focus to invest in the product, which is the youngin, and make as much money as possible, to make back what they put into that person, due to how this entire celebrity realm is a business at the end of the day. But at the same time, I feel like a lot of the time, companies completely disregard or forget the fact that with these young people, they are still kids and should be treated as such to a very good degree, especially with girls and the way they present themselves online. I feel like these kids aren't being protected as they should. This is why you see a bunch of weirdos feeding over minors, saying or doing or saying some weirdo shit due to how these minors portray themselves online. I would talk my shit to some of these young niggas myself, but I don't know. I feel like that it's a little bit harsh due to the fact that motherfuckers are 16, 17. You know what I'm saying? Like, I should be on the parents' asses for letting their child look like this when there are some creeps on the internet. I should be on the adults' asses that manage them for letting these girls put on a bunch of makeup on their face just like that, like looking like a bunch of damn clowns. Like, another example of how bad this shit is when it comes to this is this one influencer named Jodie Woods.
There's 2 of them.
Jodie Woods came to the attention of the public in 2017 or 2018, mostly because of her connection to her elder sister, Jordyn Woods, a well-known personality in the entertainment and fashion industries. With the rise in popularity of Jordyn, especially during her friendship with Kylie Jenner, Jodie began establishing her own online persona on social media. As Jodie posted lifestyle, fashion, and beauty content on social media sites like Instagram, her following expanded dramatically. She was able to establish herself as a social media influencer because of her distinct look. Keyword look. I did not add that in the script myself. ChatGPT told me that shit. And regular appearances alongside her sister, which helped her gain a sizable fan base. She stopped being associated with her sister and started to become well known for her own character and ideas over time. So as you can see from that description that I gave, you can clearly see how her sister, Jordyn Woods, had an influence on Jodie Woods' appearance because of key elements such as, having an older sister, as well as being associated with Kylie Jenner, the fake done-in lip demon. Thank God Travis left. But anyways, so yeah, there's that. And there's also the fact that pretty much her entire livelihood relies on fashion, which isn't bad to do, but I feel like there should be an age limit to doing these sort of things, or a certain age requirement. Jodie Woods started peaking in terms of popularity around 2021 to 2022. Jodie Woods today is 17 years old as of 2024. She was born on January 6, 2007. So if she peaked in terms of popularity around 2021 to 2022, let's do some more math real quick, let me whip out the TA84 for this one, right? Carry the 2. She was 15.
Whoa! Where's your dad? Where's your mom? Where is your family?
Or 14 when she started peaking, bruh. And if you just do a quick Google search, type Jodie Woods and go to images, look at this shit, bro. Why in the does she look like that? Why does this baboon have so much makeup on her face? Is she trying to be a clown, dog? Like, Halloween is all day, every day for this. Like, the amount of paint she puts on her face for a is actually incredible. Like, I bet you Vincent Van Gogh is jealous of this girl, bruh. It's incredibly sad, and someone needs to either refrain her from ever wearing makeup again or cut her hands off from her wrists so that she doesn't even dare to wear makeup again. Like, now, I don't know about y'all, but me personally, if I had a daughter, I'd never let my daughter wear this much makeup, if not any makeup, during her middle school and high school years. The moment I'd be able to accept any sort of cosmetic paint on her face is when she's a senior in high school about to graduate, or if she's putting black paint on her face for homecoming week. But until then, if I see her acquire any cosmetic paint beforehand, I will grab a flamethrower, right? And then light them bitches up. Then maybe I'll light her on fire too. I feel like when it comes to parenting, the ability to make certain decisions on how kids portray themselves should be easy, and a simple lecture, you know, with a little ass whooping would do. But if you're in the industry, especially for fashion or whatever, it can make enforcing some rules a bit more difficult, because at least according to the industry, their products, which are the kids, need to look as mature as possible at a young ass age. I feel like this is the result of adultification.
Oh my God, bro.
According to multiple reliable sources, the term adultification describes a situation where children, especially children of color, but in this case all races, are treated as though they are older than they actually are. This leads to expectations of behaviors that are inappropriate for their age and often results in them being held to adult-like standards. Because of this process, the child may be viewed as less innocent or more accountable for their deeds, you know, which may result in unfair treatment, particularly in social, legal, and educational contexts. The reason why a child experiencing adultification or is adultified can be seen as absolutely terrible because they can experience a loss of childhood. Youngsters who are exposed to adultification may not have certain opportunities for growth. You know, they are frequently denied the chance to learn, grow, and make errors in a secure setting because they are expected to behave maturely beyond their years. You know, there's also increased worry and stress, you know, feeling like you have to act like an adult, and that can lead to emotional tiredness, worry, and stress. When faced with obligations that they are not emotionally or mentally prepared to fulfill, children may feel overburdened. You can even end up having mental health problems such as depression, anxiety, and low self-esteem, if not more than that. Like, these are only a few of the long-term mental health problems that can arise from continuously being seen or treated as older. I definitely feel like adultification plays a role in why some kids in the industry act the way they act and or portray the way they portray themselves online when it comes to publicity. Like, do y'all remember this one famous dude? I don't know if you remember him. You know, he may be new to many of you. It may be on the tip of your tongue, but do you remember this one dude named Justin Bieber? Is that how you say it? Bieber? Bro was famous as hell when he was younger due to how much exposure he had in terms of his talent. Nigga could sing, dog.
Suck a nigga dick.
And that landed him with many opportunistic events, you know, signing to a label, going on tour, having many brand deals. Nigga had it all. He was financially set. But if you are or was a Justin Bieber fan like I was back in the day, at the time there was this period where he had a setback, you know? I think this was around the 2013 or 2014 era where he started doing a bunch of buffoonery ass shit, you know what I'm saying? A lot of dumb ass shit. You know, he's always smoking, hanging around the wrong people, getting high, getting drunk, speeding. And at one point was even arrested for his behavior. Like, I personally feel like, in my opinion, this was the result of being adultified at a young age and the result of not getting his ass beat by his parents. Sure, when he was 14, 15, 16, he was happy, at least in the eyes of the viewers, you know, in the eyes of the audience. But nigga, not everything is all peachy and sweet in the Hollywood scene, at least from the outsider's perspective, you know. I know that nigga was fucked up mentally, bro. Even recently, he would go in interviews and podcasts and talk about how he wasn't at the right place mentally when he was younger. And as a kid, it transpired into his adult years, you know? The nigga even made a song called Lonely. Like, what more do I gotta say, dog?
What more do I
have to say?
He made a song called Lonely, where in the song he was describing how he felt through his childhood life and how he felt lonely at the top with no one to comfort his feelings. Like, bro, you telling me that with all this you telling me that he didn't get adultified at some point in his early career?
That's bullshit.
Like, I call bullshit. But listen, this is my opinion, but my opinion is a fact, right? And yours is wrong. You might as well just listen and accept my opinion. And you never know, like, this sort of thing could happen to anybody. You know, this sort of thing could end up happening to Jodie Woods as well. You know, you never know. It happened to Danielle Bregoli too. You know, she went to rehab for mental health and substance abuse treatment. So you never know. But yeah, please stop with this, bro. I know it can be hard with kids in the industry to maintain some level of human decency, but nigga, maintain some level of human decency and stop with this adultification bullshit. Someone please tell Jodie Woods to tee up, right? Like, someone please tell Jodie Woods' parents to tee up. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I've been coming at her for the amount of makeup she's been wearing, but there are also moments where, while I was doing research on the subject matter, I came across some, in my opinion, inappropriate pictures of her kind of looking provocative for her Instagram and modeling business or whatever. And I just feel like that shit is disgusting, man. Like, this is why modeling in any sort of capacity should be for ages 19 or older. For anyone expecting me to go out of my way to screenshot that pic, save it to my computer, and place that square JPEG of her on my screen for y'all to view, I'm not gonna lie to you,
That is fucked up. Complete fuckery.
you might need to kill yourself. I ain't no Diddy gobbler, alright? But yeah, stop with this adultification shit, alright? It's not necessary. You'll be protecting the children against predators, and you'll minimize the possibility of them experiencing mental health issues when they're older. Just let be for God's sake. Is that so much to ask for, bro? I remember back in my day when I was living in my hut, you know, niggas, these girls didn't have to worry about no makeup, bruh. Niggas used to just look at their skin, look at the melanin on the skin, and they used to just love and adore what that person had to offer to the public naturally. Why is it the only sort of makeup we had back in my tribe days is mud? We used to rub mud all over our faces. We used to use mud as lotion, cream, concealer, moisturizer. You know what I'm saying? That's all we needed, bro. And we was happy. We was happy. But now you get these niggas nowadays. Now just, you know, they grab a couple of Crayola markers and think that they can just start putting whatever the fuck they want on their face, and they think that's good. You're 12 to 13 putting Crayola paint on your face, bruh. That is just sickening. So sickening. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
This is a load of barnacles.
Never will I ever let my kid wear this shit. I despise makeup, bro. I even made a video about this shit in the past. How makeup shouldn't exist. And I was right. I was right till this day. I was right back then, and I'm right now. Nigga, makeup shouldn't exist, bro. This is why makeup shouldn't exist. Because it gets fools like these that feel like they're a woman, feel like they know what they talking about, you know, they feel like they know what they doing and shit. I am so distressed. I am bamboozled. I am smeckledorfed at the amount of confidence that these kids have. You know, there's nothing wrong with having confidence. You know, there's nothing wrong with having confidence, but realize that it's just not the time, bro. It's just not the time. And you will realize that one day when you're on the ground crying because your face looks like a Crunch bar, you know, in your 40s, due to all that makeup you was wearing when you was 14. It's just not worth it, bro. Allow it, bro. Let that shit rest. Let that shit go. You don't need it. It's not important, okay? It's not important. you will be a better person from this. All right. And adults, to any adult that lets this shit happen to children,
I'm gonna fucking drop you.
either I'm using a 9mm on your ass, or I'm grabbing the nearest belt that I have and whooping the shit out of y'all, because y'all don't know how to protect y'all kids, dog. We ought to put a firewall around these kids with the lack of protection that these niggas got. We ought to make a Iron Man suit due to the lack of protection that these niggas have, bro. Like, this is just outrageous. And I have a dream, I have a dream that one day people will stop putting makeup on their face. One day kids will stop putting makeup on their face so early and start putting wisdom in their face, putting wisdom in their brains to do good, to inspire the rest of the youth so that they do good as well. You know what I'm saying? Any fashion models that are under the age of 18, not gonna lie, kill yourself. Stop that shit. Stick to playing with your Bakugans and stick to playing with fidget spinners, bro. Now is not the time for that. Alright, it's not. But someday you will realize that. Someday you guys will see this video and you will come back to me in a few years saying, "Thank you, my leg. God bless my leg. Praise my leg." I don't know why I said all that. Hopefully that was some words of wisdom for y'all. I wanted to get this video to 20 minutes, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of a little experiment. But anyways, like, sub, peace, break a leg. Thank you for the 20 minutes, dog. Yeah.
Real trap shit.
Boss, boy!